All right, we are going to try to hit it and get it before it's time to record the Sith list tonight. So, yeah, you know what that means. It's the Red Dead daily grind, and I don't even know what the dailies are yet. It's been a crazy last few days. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a super huge Taylor Swift fan, and tickets went on sale for her tour. And my goodness, what a scene that was. That whole Ticketmaster process, they just, as always, just nailed it. Zero flaws in their entire plan. It couldn't have been better, and yeah. But anyway, here we are. We are gonna see what the dailies are real quick and just try to knock some of them out. I'm on 0.25 right now, so this is the time to get them if you're gonna get them. Let's see, beavers, cooked seasoned venison, should do that. Run ducks, okay. Can't do that. Not gonna do that. Special stew, 20 carcasses. Bottles, heirlooms. Jeez. They super don't want me to get this done, so let's just do this first. We'll tonic up with the blending tonics to get that cheap and easy one. Alright. What's the butcher table situation? Oh, naturally, can't just start donating carcasses because I got too much crap here. We'll just go ahead and blast this out.
Time for a little lesson on supply and demand.
That was a little clear.
Has a demand for supplies.
Man, I would be lost without this guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't be lost without this guy. He's kind of a butthole.
Simple.
All right. Go to the wagon. Will do, sir. Will do. Oh, hey, look, it's my horse, Taylor Swift. Let's get my load out right. Where is that thing? Stop it. Map. Where is the wagon? Oh, for Pete's sake, this one sucks. It's almost impossible to get, and plus there's that group of buttholes you see they were all in red on the player list, or on the map layout, because they're high hostility, which means they're a bunch of griefers. I don't have time for that. And plus, I mean, it's not that fun trying to take on 4 guys by yourself. I mean, unless you're in a certain industry. Winkety wink, you see what I did there. But we'll see how this goes. This one's so hard because by the time you catch up to this wagon, it's way, way up there. And trying to get back with it in time, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It probably would have been a smarter move for me to just pay the $20 for supplies. So the only reason I need the supplies is to get Crips back working and get my amount of materials down so that I can donate the carcasses and get the buff or get the challenge. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe this will work out. I don't know. We'll find out. I usually, if you get this one and you're down in that area of the map, the wagon is coming around Ridge Station down there instead of way up here by Barrel Lagoon. And even then, like I said, once you get it, trying to get it back is a chore and a half. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still not even close. At least the timer hasn't started yet. The last time I had this, I was even further away, and it was a total rip. And, of course I tried. I went for it as quick as I could, and I think I was trying to get the resupply completed with 5 minutes left. Not even close. Not even close. Who is that? Oh, hey, what's going on, Strutty? I suspect Taylor Swift's concert will be better than watching this horse. But, I mean, it better be for the money I spent. Wait, where's that wagon going? I'm not going to overshoot it, am I? Oh, for God's sake, it's going the other way. And I knew that, too. Oh, Struthers. Why? Idiot. You got too many things open. I'm too busy looking at, not paying enough attention. Now I'll never make it. I should almost just load into another session at this point. Gosh, so lame of me. This is like a rookie amateur mistake here. Yeah, you'd think I hadn't been playing this forever. Let's just... Oh, wow, look at all that I saved. Oh, tree. I'm trying to hold my controller way down away from my mic so that it doesn't drive anybody crazy. Where is the road? Here's where I eat it. My goodness, my shortcut has saved exactly 0 time. I'm going to end up catching up to this wagon, and the counter's going to start, and I'll have like 2 minutes to go 100 million miles back to my camp. Which way did they go? Oh, geez, they already made it all the way to their hideout. Yeah, you're not supposed to let that happen. I mean, as a matter of fact, that is so not the point that I have never had another supply mission like this. That the wagon actually made it to its destination. This is the only one. And, you know, the temptation becomes, do I just wait in there and go try to grab it without killing anybody? But if I do that, can I even get the wagon off the property? I don't know. Let's find out. Settle down, Taylor Swift. You're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Jeez, that $20 for supplies is sure looking like a lot better of an option than this. All right. Oh, and they're already aware of my presence and yelling at me, too. The hater's gonna hate, I guess. Jeez. Oh, and naturally the wagon's facing the wrong way, too. Well, why don't I just shoot the horses that are going to carry this back for me? Come on. Oh, those dudes are already dead. Who killed them? Did these guys kill them? Oh, I missed him. Oh, right in the face. Did you see that? I mean him shooting me, not me shooting him. Dang. That was unfortunate. Taylor Swift, I'm going to need you to move. Ugh. Am I going to be able to turn in this amount of space? I don't think so. Especially if my own horse won't get out the way. Jeez. This is exciting stuff right here, I'm sure. You know, I had a choice. I could either spend $20 on supplies or ride for what felt like an eternity and take the lives of several people. You know what? I bet my wife thinks about that kind of thing every time she goes to the grocery store. Jeez, could you imagine if I drove that wagon off of there just then? Come on, horse. Snap to. Man, this is going to be so long of a ride back. Well, buckle in, everybody that's watching. This is going to be the most exciting time of your life right here. Oh, I just ran over a bird. Oh, wow. That's how it happens. You see, that was the most accurate physics I've ever seen in this game. Just then. The horse scooting back several feet. What? I was kind of hoping it was going to have me take that little path down there. Oh, my horse just gave up chasing me. Now it's not even on the map anymore. That means I'll probably never get it back for the rest of the game. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, so it's really working out for the best. Well, at least I haven't run into the... What's the temperature right here? Is it cold enough to take a tonic for? Did it ever tell me the temperature? Oh, 41 degrees. Probably not. It's one of the dailies is 2 Hardies. And you know...
Easy.
Easy. I don't think I ever use Hardy tonics or blending tonics for anything except the dailies. Because I know I mentioned this before, but the naturalist dailies, that's what that's part of. The naturalist dailies have been messed up ever since they had, I guess it's when they did the Halloween update. No, it was the update before that. But yeah, when they pushed that update out, suddenly... I think it was when the new Telegram missions came out. But yeah, suddenly tons of stuff was broken. Like the naturalist dailies, anything that had to do with numbers as far as animal samples went. Whether it was taking animal samples of a certain type or selling them to Harriet, it wouldn't count. And this is like the naturalist bonus? Or at least it has been, and they have not had any of those dailies pop up at all because they know they're broken and they haven't managed to fix it, which I don't understand. Listen, I'm not a programmer, I don't know, but it seems to me like something like that wouldn't be too stinking hard. But anyhow, my whole point is that the Hardy tonics and the blending tonics are the only dailies that for naturalists. Well, I take that back. Also, the cook at a campfire. Ooh, moonshine roadblock right here. Look out, somebody. None of the guys are there, though. Oh, well, somebody will come along and kill him. That's all that matters. We're getting close. It should be free and easy now. If no enemies have come to attack me yet at this point, I don't think they're going to. Why did they make covered bridges back in the day? What was the point of covering them? Did anybody know? Oh, I was wrong. Here comes the enemies. Yeah, dying flesh. You're mother to my dying flesh. I'm father, or I'm boyfriend to your mother, or something. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. That wasn't very kind of me. That's somebody's mom I'm making a joke about. Whoa. So, earlier I was playing Fortnite with my little girl. She's decided she wants to get into it because one of her friends is. And anyway, we are stuck in the storm. If you're familiar with Fortnite, the play area is shrinking in the storm. I'm just barely in it, and we're both running as fast as we can. And I managed to get us out, or get me out, and she makes it out. And I mean, I took some damage from it, obviously, but at the same time, I come busting out, and there are several enemies. I want to say at least two full, it's duos, but two teams of two, plus maybe an extra person, and I am getting just annihilated. And Stella's going, "Dad, look, a frog," and starts chasing after it. And of course, naturally, that was the end of it for me. I got killed. And then 5 seconds later, they got her. And she was shocked and surprised.
Well done.
Yeah. Did she play too? Fortnite's actually pretty fun. Whenever she and I first started, I had her be the host, and she thought I was some sort of superstar because, you know, you're jumping in there and it's skill-based matchmaking, and a lot of them are just bots too, which makes it just so easy. Come here, Andy. You're a good boy. How am I doing on time? Let's see. I got plenty of time. How many of these can I knock out? What was it? Seasoned venison. Let's do that. Watch this, everybody. This is why you come and watch streams on Twitch, for this right here. Check it out. This is where it gets wild. Venison, 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 venison. There we go. Seasoned venison, I might add. We'll get oregano. That seems like what I always run into the most. You know, Chad, how do you like playing Halo multiplayer? I only did it just a couple of times. I enjoyed the story, and I dabbled in the multiplayer just a teeny tiny bit, and that was about all the attention I gave it. And I can't say it was really no fault of the games. It's just, I don't know. That's just not what I was into at the moment. But it's good. I miss playing it. All right, cool. Okay. I think let's travel to where it's cold. How far away am I from someplace it's cold? Oh, far enough that I'm not going to ride it out. What were my collector ones? Antique alcohol bottles, family heirlooms. Antique alcohol bottles and family heirlooms. Anything up? Oh, there's a family heirloom. Oh, that's so far out of the way. Oh, well, what the heck. Nah, we'll just go up there and then we'll zip somewhere else. I'm looking for antique alcohol bottles. Oh, that wasn't that close. Never mind. I'll quit complaining. There's family heirlooms. Oh, I see where I'm going for. Gee whiz, man. It's going to be like a one-stop shop. Head on over to Saint Denis. Get all of this stuff done in a blink of an eye. Come on. Am I cold yet? It's got to be long enough to get cold. There we go. Did you do the whole story, Chad? And also, I haven't talked to anybody that's done this. I guess they added a thing where you could do the story in multiplayer. I don't know how that works. If it has to be like the same person from beginning to end, or if it's just you matchmake, or I really don't know. But I was certainly intrigued by the notion. Obviously, I haven't gone and done that, but, you know, maybe one of these days, maybe. All right, golly, man. One bad thing about having my... Oh, there's all these guys, and here they're going to come. This is where they're gonna start shooting me. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, because I am just super not in the mood right now. Oh, I see him. Stuck in a run cycle. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Yeah, I'm not into this. Let's just go up here. We'll get the heirloom that's up here. We'll just work our way around the long way. That guy split. I was watching the map and not him, or did he leave the session, time out or something? I guess that's the trick. You like pin the controller so it just keeps trying to run. Oh, these guys are up to no good. Got in one little fight. My mom got scared. She said you're gonna live with your aunt and uncle in Annisburg. I'm no good at rhyming. So that, you know, I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Whoa. What the heck was that? Was that another player? I gotta start watching the screen more. Okay. Where's this one at? I think I know. Oh, that's a fake door. Oh no, this one's out here on the bench. So I saw one thing that, like, people who cheat at this game, it's typically PC. I don't know really how possible it is on console, but I know on PC they do all the time. But they'll mark you as hostile, which is, see those red dots on the edges of the map? That just means that a player is considered hostile. I don't know what the threshold is before it turns you to high hostility, but they do that so they can see where you're at on the map from further away. But you know, nothing makes a game more fun than cheating at it. Irish whiskey. Who was it that said that the reason that Irish whiskey's considered so valuable is because they're... Never mind, that's racist, what I'm getting ready to say. But I think you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. The other one's right here. Shut up. Man, I would join that dude's posse, but I really don't want to get drawn in. Where is the thing? Is it in here? Yep, here it is. Okay. Need one more of those. Wow, look at that fancy footwork. Jump. I heard that doing the story in co-op mode, it's quite a bit harder. But, you know, mind you, that is complete hearsay. I mean, it's probably true. That sounds like a thing. But I haven't found out firsthand. The mechanics of Halo are great. I dig how it works and all that. I really struggled with the multiplayer just the handful of times that I did it. And I don't know if it was because I wasn't skilled enough at the game yet to do it or what, but... Oh, great. Here comes somebody. Don't shoot me. Oh, he shot at that NPC. Here we go. Why are there so many people here? Ugh. I wonder why he wasn't shooting at me. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just curious. Because he was plainly shooting at that other guy. So I saw the bullet go flying past where I was. They must know each other or something. Don't look at me, dudes. Not interested. I mean, I'm not going to go as far as to... what's the word? What's it called? Defensive. I'm not going to do that, but... I'm also not going to get sucked into some stupid gun battle either. Where's some place that's got multiple alcohol bottles? No. 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 How can they be so spread out? What the heck? Sorry, I'm looking at the map on my computer here. I mean, the entire set is always on the map. Hang on, let's just do this. Gee whiz. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Okay. Oh, yeah, I couldn't even see this. That must have been covered up by something else. It is right. Let's see, there's the word Blue Water Marsh. There's, oh, it's up here. It's like that place right there. Oh, there's an alligator by me. It's what I get for not looking at the screen. The alligator tried to eat me. Oh, I do not want to get involved in this. That blue dot over there killed that red dot. That's how you talk about video games. Hope I didn't use too many technical terms and throw anybody off. Yeah, getting in these big drawn-out battles. I had these two guys just laying into me the other day. And listen, I enjoy that sometimes as much as the next person. But, you know, I'm by myself. I don't have any posse members. And, I mean, there's only so much you can do. If they coordinate their attacks at all, it's impossible to stand up to them. Now, if they're just, you know, random coming and trying to shoot you, then it's definitely feasible. But yeah, and then whenever they don't just take the hint and just keep killing you and killing you and killing you, it's like, I get it, okay? Message received. But it stopped being fun a little while ago. All right. These people know how to keep their booze under the sink. Hide your shame. Old Tom Gin. Oh, what kind of canned vegetable we got? Beans. Are beans a vegetable? I don't feel like that's correct. I mean, maybe they are. There's some other collectible here. What is it? Oh, there's a tarot card outside, I bet. Yep. Page of Cups. I met a page once. You can see where I'm going with this. Some stupid joke. Let's see. What alcohol bottles do I really need? Might as well do it like that. Let's see. I only have one scotch. Scotch. Let's look for it on the map. Where do you think it is? Nope. 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 Yep. Jeez. It's way out there, too. Ah, well, what the heck. I enjoy that riding out there. Why can't I get a... How is that not the wilderness? Well, I mean, I guess I'm in somebody's front yard. And at my old house, somebody's front yard could have easily been the wilderness or junkyard. Either one. Let's see here. Let's mark this thing on the map before we go any further. And... oh, it's in this. I guess let's just go to Tumbleweed. $12 to make this trip. Jeez. The price of living large is high. I appreciate the congrats on the 300. I sure had a good time complaining about it. You know, if I could skip the Sith list just to play Red Dead, I would probably do that all the time. Sorry, chat. I had the chat window blocked because I was looking at the map to see where everything was. Gonna ride out. God, why do I keep riding around in Deadeye? I gotta quit doing that. It's annoying. Gotta ride out to Gaptooth Breach out here. Woof. Yeah, 300 episodes of a podcast is pretty wild. I mean, that's a lot of dedication. We have not missed a single week. And, I mean, it's been tough because there's been times where a cruiser hasn't been able to be on. I've had to scramble or vice versa. I mean, that's one thing about the Sith list, and Raj will joke around about it. He's like, man, we got 20 hosts. You can take off anytime you want. But it does make it a lot easier. But it's a big commitment. And, I mean, I realize it's just a podcast. But, I don't know. Once you commit to doing it, you hate to break the streak, I guess. But... you know, we toyed with the idea of having it be the end quite some time ago. Not yesterday. We're done. But I don't know. I've enjoyed doing it. I like podcasting with Cruiser, and I still like Star Wars. I was just kidding about that. All right. Did it give me the daily? There it is. There's the money. Golly, this only got 3. It's going to be impossible to get them all. When they're all like this, I guess I could use a bunch of collector maps, but at that point, what's the point? I'm not going to get it. How much further do I need to run? I can get that daily real quick. Let's see. It is enjoyable. It genuinely is. It just, it takes a lot of effort, and there's a lot of times where I don't know, what am I trying to say here? Being like having a Monday where it didn't have to be a thing would be nice, but because what we do is it's topical. Oh, you gotta listen to it. It's the best. You know what? I did get those Taylor Swift tickets, and it was a nightmare. I mean, my God, was it a nightmare. It made the news, not my personal journey of getting tickets, but just the whole pre-sale in general. Because, so the pre-sale started at 10 a.m. venue time. So, like for me, it's central. I get in there about 20 minutes early, and 10 o'clock hits, the queue starts moving, I'm kind of far back, and suddenly they say it's paused, and there's no real explanation. And it's just like, hang tight, we'll unpause it in a little bit, and everything will be great. And they ended up, oh, this is a campsite that needs to be defended. They completely rescheduled the West Coast, like officially, to 4 hours late. And I'm like, well, what does that mean for us? And they finally, without warning, and that's what they said, it's going to come back on, and the pre-sale is going to be going. That's going to be that. And I had to just sit there in front of my computer all day long, 7 hours from beginning to end. And I did get tickets, but it sucked. And it was a lot of money. I did not intend to spend the amount of money that I spent on tickets. But, what are you going to do? I figured this is probably the only time I'll ever get to see her. I've never seen Taylor Swift live before. So this will be it. And I don't know. Stadium shows aren't my favorite anyway. To say they're not intimate enough, I mean, that's kind of dumb. It's a freaking stadium. Of course they're not. But if anybody tries to make it intimate, it's Taylor Swift. But I don't know. I can't afford to spend this kind of money on tickets on any sort of regularity. Has that daily triggered yet? I haven't been watching. Let me look. Nope, getting close. Skin 3 beavers. Man, I'm in the complete wrong section of the map to do that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Put your gun away, ding dong. I'm sure this is probably pretty exciting stuff right here. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about stadium shows too. It's just so big. And I'm sure the sound will be good. The production will be top shelf. But it's like you're just swallowed up in this thing. Of course, a buddy of mine plays in an arena show that tours every year. And I was joking with him. It's like I've gotten so jaded. There we go. Where if I'm get seats that aren't in the first 10 rows in an arena show, I might as well be in the nosebleeds, which is ridiculous to think about. Let's see who else we got in here. Oh, I didn't realize that was you, Hawk. Sorry, I had to get up close. My screen's like this big because my big monitor has Red Dead on it right now. I'm stoked to go see that Taylor Swift show, though. It's going to be killer. One thing I find that's weird, though. I mean, I'm sure the show will be long and all that. But for somebody with her catalog of music to be having opening acts, at some point, it's like, man, I would think you'd just take all that time to just play songs. You've got 10 studio albums worth of music, of original music. God, I couldn't imagine that. I wish I worked with somebody who could really write well and be prolific like that, as opposed to myself, who has released one album in the last 15 years, and it was an EP. Yeah, let's make the special stew now. Might as well get it over with. Oh, you sure did, Crips, even though I'm the one that made it. God, that's probably how my wife feels. On our Bluey podcast, we were doing the episode barbecue where Bandit cooks on the grill and acts like he has just moved mountains. Look at this meal I have prepared. Even though Chili probably does that sort of thing all the time. Let's see. What do I have in my hunting wagon? I don't. Let's do this. Let's try to get at least a couple of animals. Do that. All right, something small. What's this? Splat. I'm sorry, raccoon. Not super sorry, but sorry enough. Bluey's a great show. It really is. And, I mean, being a parent, I relate to it so hard, it's not even funny. Because it is so true to life. I mean, yes, it's a cartoon, and yes, they're dogs. But the situations they deal with, it's just like normal life. It's just part of normal life. And it's all very, very relatable. And it's cute and endearing. It's funny, I saw it billed as a preschool show. But I mean, that's not really, I don't think that's realistic. It's a show that features preschool age kids, you know, they're dogs. But the subject matter, I don't know, it's all ages, it's all encompassing. My kids are definitely older than preschool age, and they love it. And my wife and I, we're substantially older than preschool age. Substantially. And we love it. What do we got over here? Oh, those are just quail. Just wanting something a little bigger than that. What's this? We'll take that and run it back over there. But it's really well done. And I don't know, something about the Australian accents just makes it even better. There's an Airbnb, I think it was in Melbourne, that you can rent that is made up to look like the Healer house. And man, would I love to do that. Well, for one, I just want to visit Australia regardless. But be able to do that, that would be something. Let's see. Here we go.
Supplies are looking healthy right now.
Yeah, I know, I'm great.
Beautiful.
4,
That's top notch.
5, 6.
This is good quality.
7. Watch as I count. 8.
Excellent. Thank
9.
you.
10.
Very nice. Good stuff.
Oh man, that's hard. Hawk, I don't know. Making a Red Dead movie. The thing is, it's like the actors that were in the show or in the game were so good. And I couldn't imagine anybody else like being the voice of Arthur Morgan. I mean, part of what makes him so iconic is just that voice. And so, how many is that? I've lost count. Jeez, I don't know. And then what would I do if they didn't tell the story exactly like the game? Then what's the point? I don't know that I could ever be happy. Look at that. Nailed it. I don't know if I could ever be happy with something like that. Even though on paper I would love it. I mean, who do you guys think could play a main character? I guess you could tell a story that was like before Arthur's time. Before John's time. The guy who does John Marston's voice probably looks more like John Marston than Roger Clark does look like Arthur Morgan. But, I mean, you know, I guess not that that's completely necessary because you can... I didn't mean to put it in Dead Eye. Stop it! Or Eagle Eye. Because, you know, you can make Arthur look completely different. lots of different configurations of him. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a certain way. All right. Where are we? Let's go down the hill here and get some ducks. That's a low-hanging fruit sort of daily. See any ducks down there? If you're a duck, raise your hand. That's not one. Hello, dear. Oh, that one's too far out in the water for me to grab, I think. No, maybe not. Oh, it's a blue jay. Derp. There's this duck. How many did it say I needed? Was it 3? Hugh Jackman, I could see that. What about the voice, though? I guess that is something they could do. I don't know, though. I think a Red Dead game, but like set in the world, but not with any other characters, would just be, you know, a Western or something akin to it. I would want some kind of mention of, like, even if it was just of Dutch. That would be cool. That guy, I mean, he doesn't look like Dutch either. Or the character, the voice of Dutch, and he's huge. I mean, tall. If you ever look into, like, the making of Red Dead 2, how they had to, like, have characters, whenever they were doing mocap, stand on a box when they were close to him, just so that it didn't look ridiculous in the final thing. Because Dutch, you know, he was, I don't know, 5'10" or something, versus this guy's like 6'8" or some crazy thing like that. But yeah, that'd be cool. I think it would be neat to see, like, what happens to John's son after all that. Somebody made a trailer, fake trailer, for a video game that I feel like it used, what did it use? Some, like, footage from, was it one of the Call of Duty games? No, that doesn't sound right. But anyway, it was like a World War I game. No, I don't think they're working on any Red Dead stuff now. They even put they were going to do a Red Dead 2, not necessarily a patch, but like the next gen upscale for it. Like what they did with Grand Theft Auto, that everybody and their dog said was not worth the money because it's not really much better than the existing Grand Theft Auto 5. But once that was coming out, and then once it was, well, they forced their hand to formally announce GTA 6, they put the kibosh on any development of that Red Dead thing, of even doing a upscale version of it for the current gen consoles, which sucks because, I mean, as far as like the mechanics and the engine of the game goes, Red Dead is superior to GTA 5. Don't get me wrong, GTA 5 is good, but it's not as good as Red Dead 2. The only reason, and I mean, listen, I get it. I'm not one of these crazies who's like, those greedy corporations and blah, blah, blah. Look, they got people to answer to. They got employees to pay. They got stockholders to keep happy. And, you know, you're in business to make money. That's just how it goes. And I can appreciate the reality of that. It's not even remotely offensive to me. And I mean, people are entitled to feel how they feel about it. But I think a lot of times when people say those sorts of things, and this is no put down to younger people, but when you're a young idealist who hasn't really had to face the rude awakening that is the cold hard facts of life, as far as like getting your bills paid and all of that, when you're an employer, and yeah, you naturally want to turn a profit, but you've got to think about the families that are counting on you. You're counting on this person to help you come through and realize your vision for your business. But if you're not given any thought to them and their well-being and how it's really on your shoulders because of what they're giving you, that's one thing my dad taught me, is working the way he did, is that the problems of his employees kept him up at night. The thought of business being hard, of having to lay people off or anything like that, really beats you up. And when he retired, you guys have probably heard me talk about this on the motivators. Oh, it's a ghost. Ooh, ghost horse. Spooky. But when he retired, I went to the little ceremony they had for him, and it was all the guys from like the machine shop and stuff. He was the president of the corporation. And he spent the whole time that he had the floor reassuring them that it was going to be okay. That the company, they had somebody that was taking the reins, that really knew what they were doing and had the employees' best interests at heart, and so on and so on. Because that's what you do when you're a good business owner. And, that's what Rockstar has to think about that. And it took a long time to get to this point, but that's the whole thing. They focus on Grand Theft Auto because that's where the money is. People spend way more money on Grand Theft Auto than they do on Red Dead. And part of it is like in-game how it works. I mean, because look up in that upper right corner. I have 272,000 in-game Red Dead dollars. And it's 2,130 gold bars. I have almost everything too, like every piece of clothing in every color combination and all that. There's not enough stuff for me to buy and use all that money up. Well, and because of that, I have no need to spend any money, like actual real money, on the game. Where in GTA 5 online, people are buying shark cards and all that crap. Well, that money is what makes them want to spend money developing not only Grand Theft Auto 6, but GTA 5 online still, because people are spending chunks of change on it. And to pretend like Rockstar is wrong for doing that, I don't think it's fair. I mean, yeah, of course I would love it if they would pour more effort and development into Red Dead Online. But if it's not going to increase their bottom line at all, what's the impetus? Because no matter what they do, people, Rockstar hates gamers. Well, I don't think that's true. Good businesses don't hate their customers. As much as fun as it sounds to like say it and go on about it, it's just really not true. Now, they make some dumb decisions or be tone deaf to certain things, but for the most part, yeah, they got mouths to feed. Gosh, Eric, that sure was a long, boring story while you rode around on your horse looking for one more duck to shoot, like this one. Oh my God. So, a couple days ago, I can't even remember where I was on the map, but I killed a deer or something. Or no, it was a ram. That's exactly right. That is exactly right, Chad. But I think I had a ram on the back of my horse. I just killed it, loaded it up. And as I'm going, another one just rolls out of the woods and looks at me like I swear, if I was doing a Mystery Science Theater episode, I would have been like, is that my husband? That's what it looked like it was saying. I almost felt bad. And I'm like, just don't forget, they're not real. They're just ones and zeros, as my good buddy Trey would say. It was pretty good though. Even after I've been playing this game all this time, there's still things in it that just crack me up and surprise me, which is cool. I mean, that's what you want. That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it good. But and then there are other things where I'm like, all right, that'll do. It's like every single bounty, I've done them a million times, and they'll change them up a little bit here and there. Like the names are different, but the locations and the what happens is the same. It's just got a different bounty name. Oh, look out, you rabbit. Just trying to keep from stepping on it. Trying to be nice. But this is a good game. It is. The amount of enjoyment I've gotten out of this is pretty crazy to think about. I mean, I have this huge back catalog of games that I don't see ever getting to them, because I still play this every single day. And I like to. I'm not tired of it. I'm not doing it as a gag or anything like that. I really like playing it. I'll tell you, hey, jeez, man. I saw a picture. This is Strawberry. I saw a picture of a real town that this was based on. Here, let me get over here. It had that actual paddle wheel right there, and that little throughway for the stream. It was beautiful. It was genuinely beautiful. Wonder if that $12 bounty is that guy up there. Let's see. You know what? We'll take that and see if it's them or not. One thing with player bounties I've figured out, it's most of the time just easier to kill them. Is it gonna be them? Lava is cold. Lava is cold. Level 22. We'll roll back into town to see if it's them. But player bounty is one of the dailies. I don't chase those very often. I think maybe they looked like they were leaving the session because they were there and then instantly gone. The blink of an eye. There they are up there. It's probably not them though. Yeah, it must not be. It would have tripped if it were them, I think. Because I've had them where it just does it right next to them. Sometimes with player bounties, especially if they've got friends with them, trying to hog tie them and get them in is tough. And they can break out of the ropes way faster than an NPC can. But yeah, that's why most of the time they're just so much more wily. I can just go out, shoot them, take them in. And the nice thing is when you blast them, I guess they respawn somewhere on the map. But I've only had it be close to where I was just a couple of times, and it was when they had a whole bunch of buddies with them. It's like it respawned him back at his own party. I don't think it's gonna pop. Oh well, if I go too far, maybe I should turn back around. I will one last time. Oh wait, here's somebody up here. Is it gonna be this guy? Anything? Anything? It's funny, they stop and I stop, and you know they're doing the same thing I am, going through, checking the player list. Seeing what level I am, that's what I'm doing with them. Oh well, I guess I'm not going to get that player bounty, whoever it was. The only reason I care is because it's one of the dailies, and I can't, there's not enough of them to get 9. Oh, there's somebody else out there. Any beavers out here? Skinning the beavers, one of the dailies. Well, skinning many of them. I don't see any. They're usually right here. There's going to be any. Nope. But anyway, there's like the dailies. I can't complete them. I can't get the 9 of 9 because I don't have any posse members to do some of the stuff, and I don't want to drum up any to do it either. But let's see. Anybody? Anyone? Come on, beavers. You know, this isn't so hard. Can't you just help an old man out? No? Is that the answer we're going with? Hello, Jackrabbit. So the only time there'll be beavers right through here are when the legendary beaver comes along, and for whatever reason, that guy is a butthole. He's scary enough that your horse will buck you and run, because, you know, beavers, they're notoriously scary. Settle down, jeez. Jeez, I don't want to go all the way to Butcher Creek. Bunch of banjo playing, sister loving weirdos. Thank you, Mr. Villanueva. 300's a biggin', man. Yeah, Cruiser and I had a good time with that whole bit of complaining that nobody loves us. I mean, nobody loves us, but it was still fun carrying on about it. $300 podcast episodes, plus all the Patreon shows, plus the Sith list, plus boink. Your support means the world to us, Rick. It really does, and you know it, my man. Oh, and that's the other thing, between doing the show, the Patreon episodes, the Sith list, and now the Dinner with the Healers, the Bluey podcast, I'm plainly insane. The amount of time I spend podcasting. If podcasting was lucrative, I would be rolling in the bucks. And I guess it's only not lucrative because I don't make it lucrative. Did I get them both? Nope, did now. Oh, one of them sank. Can I get him? How did he sink so fast? Oh, yeah, it let me get him. Sorry, Beeve. Gee, Ward. Don't you think you were a little hard on the Beeve last night? That joke never gets old. Cruiser said we had all together something like 260 or 280 Patreon episodes, which in and of itself is, that's ridiculous is what that is. I don't see how that could be the thing, but I guess it is, because there for a while we were putting out multiples. We were basically putting out 3 every 2 weeks. It just got too hard to maintain. At various times we would all have trouble like holding our end of the bargain up, just because it's such a commitment. And it's hard. It's one of the reasons I've tried to do Patreon shows that don't require a guest, because that's the toughest thing to rely on. And you can't be too frustrated when the guests don't come through, because it's not something that people do all the time. But it is tough when it's like, look, I got to get this show out and you committed and now you can't do it, and so on and so on. But I got a guy that I'm going to have on a That's Metal coming up here soon that is going to be awesome. You're not wrong there about the Beatles. Yeah, Cruiser really cranked out the content based around the Beatles. I realize this is going to make me sound old, but I find it very endearing that the Beatles music reaches yet another generation. That Cruiser being, he's a solid 10, 12 years younger than me or more. I can't remember exactly how old he is. That he likes that. And that's cool. That just shows you that the power of what they did and what they accomplished. You can't understate what they did. I mean, that is pretty tremendous. Let's clean these stupid things. That here, all these years later, that even young people are discovering them and getting into them, and the same with people who are a little more mature. I mean, honestly, I didn't get into the Beatles a lot until I was in my early to mid 20s. During high school, I wasn't that keen on them, and it was, as mean as this sounds, it wasn't the band, it was their fans that sort of did it for me. And I think that sort of phenomenon is more common than you might want to admit, because sometimes people are just the worst. They really are. Let's see, I need 4 more. There's one I can get. How dare you? Oh, that was pretty good. Now listen, Hawk, I feel like you're making fun of me. And you are, and rightfully you should. But, yeah, it would be pretty great if this did take off. What was this guy doing? Is he giving me the side eye over here? What's happening, son? What's he doing to that NPC? Or are there 2 of them? Oh, no, it's an NPC. Oh my God, that NPC killed him.
Wow, must cover some ground on a horse like that.
I do. Don't even think about it. I know what you're thinking. That you want to have sex with my horse, and you can't. That's a firm no. See you, Rick. Yeah, I'm going to have to... Well, I've still got plenty of time, man. We never, ever start on time for the Sith list. Some of it's my fault, I'll admit. I was kind of hoping a player bounty would pop up around that guy that was just there because, let's face it, if that NPC killed him that easy, it probably wouldn't be too much of a challenge to get in. What can I do? What can I do? I really don't... I mean, finding bounties that you can use Eagle Eye on isn't always easy. Because typically you think, all right, on most posters, the middle one, you've got the 3 tiers. Easy, medium, and difficult. Or whatever they refer to the levels as, I can't remember. Hard, that's what it is. Easy, medium, and hard, I think. The middle one will be one of the ones where you search and find them. And those are the ones that you use Eagle Eye on to track your target. But if you're trying to get that daily and the next thing you know, you've pulled 6 bounties and only one of them have been one where you search and you're just chasing that daily, it's pretty annoying. Like, there's some that you know for sure that's what they are. Let's see. Here's the thing, too. Oh, why don't you just get a posse going and get the bounties? Well, because half the time, that one would never trip. Moonshine story missions, those take a long-ass time. Let's see. There's 6, 7 I could get easy. We'll try and see if we can get one where you search for them. There's this one that's at this bounty poster thing sometimes. That bounty board, that's the word I'm looking for. That is for women. You have to search for them. But that's not it. Think, Eric, think. You know what? Who are these guys? The Griswold brothers. We'll try them. Maybe they're the ones that are at Blackwater Camp. Please, please, please. Dang it. So much for that. Wait a minute. Where's this hideout? I never did play that on Red Dead 1. I never did, and I always regretted it. Because I didn't get into it until after the fact. And that was an online thing, yeah? Is that correct? Because I do have it. Because I bought the Game of the Year edition of the original Red Dead Redemption. And it has it. You know what? I don't want this bounty. I'm going to load into another session. Free roam. Yes, I'm sure. That way I can go and get my stupid Hardy tonic thing and... Oh. Well then, maybe I'll play it sometime. I do have it. I really enjoyed the Halloween update of Red Dead 2. The call to arms that they had were super fun and pretty rough. I mean, geez, when you've got the one hit, one kill melee, it's very tough to stand up against naturally. Nothing like just the thought of getting a machete in the gut. It's like, woof. I couldn't imagine. I mean, obviously it would hurt, but psychologically, I think that would almost be worse than anything else. Yeah, that is one thing that I can say, man, is that by comparison, Red Dead, I almost gave up on it because I was playing it after Red Dead 2. You know, mind you, I was out of gaming for a long time because I knew what would happen if I got into it. And unsurprisingly, it's exactly what happened, that I stopped doing anything except playing video games. So, yeah. All right, now let's try to get a camp. There's not an open campsite close enough. I mean, you know, no place to find an open campsite here and all these trees. Yep, not a single place around. Gee whiz, what a revolting development. Let's see where I'm at. I mean, I could have a player camp here. Why can't I get a wilderness camp? Oh my gosh, are you for real right now? Well, so here's another thing that's a ripoff when it comes to this game. Oh god, now all I'm going to do is complain about it. Is like for using Eagle Eye to track a bounty. There is a thing called a tracking arrow that you can make, and when you shoot them, it leaves like this green smoke trail that you can track, and you can use Eagle Eye to see it, and that doesn't count for that daily. So I'm like, oh, I'll just get any bounty. I'll stick a tracking arrow in their leg and then let them get a little bit away and just follow them. Nope, that doesn't work. Because why would it? Come up here, get this daily for being too cold and using a hardy tonic. The only bad thing about that is I had to throw away my Crypt special camp stew that he so painstakingly toiled over. Idiot. There we go. Tonics. Hardy. Zing. 0.25 gold bars. Alright. Let's think. Where are we likely? Sounds like one of my cats tipped over a chair. Let's see. Where's likely to get a seek and find? Usually strawberry. Get that middle back. That's what I should have done. I should have picked the middle one. That's the one it would be. Because it'll make me go to Blackwater Camp, and I'll have to track them and find them. Come on, horse.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. He likes my horse. Her name is Taylor Swift. Uh-oh. Whoa. That seems pretty unfortunate. That's definitely another player, too. Ugh. That looks unpleasant. Oh, there's those ladies. Oh, Downs Ranch. This isn't going to be the one I wanted either. Look out, cat. I don't want to step on a cat. That'd make me feel awful. And if Stella found out, she'd never forgive me. Man, I don't want to do this bounty. Jeez. Oh, well, I'll just go and I'll shoot them all. And that'll be that. Yeah, used to that bounty, the middle one, when it was the 4 ladies, they would always be camped out on the ridge right above Strawberry. And it was almost impossible to get them all back at the same time. Because they would be in a position where you couldn't get your bounty wagon close enough. And it was one of those, too, that as soon as the countdown clock started, after you found them, it was on like 5 minutes. And when there's 4 of them and you're trying to take them alive, of course, I've sort of gotten over that. No point in doing it now. You realize it's much easier if you just kill them all. Look, you do the crime. You, I guess, not do the time. That doesn't really apply here. But you know what I mean. You're a criminal. You're chasing a criminal. And it says dead or alive. It says it right on the poster, so I don't want to hear it. Look out, squirrel. Look out, deer. The good news is this will be right up by Valentine, and boy, there's never any griefers in Valentine. It's always just as calm as can be up there. Nothing to worry about there. We're getting so close to the winter update, and I'm so stoked on it. And I'll start using my Evans repeater that has this super dope, like, wintertime wrap on it. And I'll get my Krampus shotgun out. It's not super fast, but man, it looks cool. Not that anybody ever sees it except you. There we go. Duck down. What were my dailies again? One other posse member, Eagle Eye, player bounties. Well, this won't apply for any of those, but we'll go ahead and drag them in anyway. Now, the reason I'm not calling my bounty wagon now is because oftentimes you'll have one who will get away, and you got to jump on the horse and take off after him. Or you can just live with losing one. I mean, that's always an option too, but you know, I don't know. I'm kind of petty when it comes to stuff like that. Sort of like if some other player comes and ices me and then runs off, I'll just start looking at their gamer card to see where it says they are and just chase them until I find them. And be like, surprise, it's me. My daughter saw me doing that one time, and she was disappointed in old Dad. I could tell. Dad, don't you think maybe you should just let it go? Well, maybe. Let's see, there's one of them. Oh, they're all here. Let's see. Wait until... Where are those other two? Okay, let's get close enough.
You can't be back here.
I know. Yeah. How did this lady live? Okay, I got two of them dead. Here's one rolling in still like a dummy. Oh, gee whiz. Where's the last one? Oh, they're rolling right in behind him. Good deal. I'll take this one away. Oh, I better tonic up. This isn't going well. Where'd she go? There she is. Come here, ma'am. Splat. Now we'll call in the bounty wagon. I'm sure you do. Haha, you're dead. The one thing about free aim in this, you know, most people like to use auto lock, and I get it, I did forever, but switching to free aim just made the game more fun. I mean, I go through about 1,000,000 times the amount of bullets. But it does make it more of a challenge. And if you've ever seen the episode of Keepy Uppy of Bluey, you'll know that the challenge is what makes the game fun. Whoops. How did that one miss? Oh, I from hipped it. That was embarrassing. All right. See that repeater, how it's white? Oh, I'm holding it now. Let me just put it away so it stays on my back. Yeah, it's just got white cloth wrapped around it. It's pretty neat. But anyway, sorry, Hawk, I sort of got sidetracked. Back whenever I was playing Red Dead 1, I mean, you're right. It was the graphics and it was more like the animations were just dorky enough that I'm like, I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can stick with it. But I did, and I just sort of got over it, got used to it. But it would be really cool if they did not a remake of that, but a remaster, I guess. Because the story is really good. And I like the performances of the people. And the missions were cool. It just, yeah, giving it a little spruce up. Using the same, like, weapon wheel mechanics as this. And, like, the horses. The horse thing was so foreign to me. I didn't realize that having the title to the horse in your inventory meant you could just call one at any time. I thought if you had one and you called it to you and then you lost track of it, it was just gone forever. And I never could get the hang of the dueling, the pistol dueling. Just when I thought I had the mechanic of it figured out, I would wreck it. And you know what I think, though, looking back, I think one of my problems is, because I had a similar problem in the Hitman 3 games, that I use my Elite controller and I have it set to where it's only a quarter trigger pull. And there's certain things that just doesn't modulate finely enough to do what it's supposed to do. So I think that stops the dual component from working, because you're supposed to pull that trigger in so slow that it fills up the dual meter, or dualometer. I don't know what they call it. The dual meter. Whoops. And it fills that up, and then you pull, and then that's how you win the duel. But with the quarter pull trigger, you can't. And so in Hitman, there's a sniper rifle that will slow down time. The scope will. And yeah, it wouldn't work. I was infuriated. Like, I'm too dumb to figure this out. So then one day I just thought, I wonder if it's because of this. And I kicked that trigger lock out and used the full pull trigger, and it did it. Of course, by then I was like, screw this. I don't want to move my finger that far. If I wanted to move my fingers around that much, I'd play my guitar instead of sitting on my butt playing Red Dead all the time, or Hitman. Jeez, this is pretty uneventful. You know what this is like right now? I've got this wagon full of this gang, and nobody's coming after him. It's just like the 300th episode of The Bad Motivators. It's exactly like it, as a matter of fact. Yep. Huh, there's nobody here in town either. That's weird. Usually this time of, like, actual day, meaning, 9:20 for me, this town is full of maniacs.
Well, what happened here? Put the body out.
One of them's alive. Don't give me that, sir. All right. Should I try another one? Let's see. I know that one won't be. I know that one won't be. We'll try this guy. Ugh. Nope. Well, at least I won't have to go far. I mean, seeing as how it's right here in town. Here's my thing. Is what sort of idiot? There's a bounty poster with your face on it. A football field length away. And you're just going to go ahead and cruise into town and conduct business like it's no big deal. That just seems ridiculous to me. So for this one, obviously I'm not going to be able to chase him or track him or whatever the word is I'm looking for. So that daily's not going to happen. Oh, well, what are you going to do? The only thing that would have saved this was a player bounty. Where is the guy? That's not him, and that's not him. Does anybody see him? Whoever's watching still? Anyone? 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 That's not him. Man, come on. Okay, they're here somewhere. Which one are they? Is that not them? Usually they come sauntering along. Nope. Where are they? Where are they? There they are.
Someone there?
Hey, pal. I got something for you. Thou. Now your buddies are going to start shooting me. As well they should. And now I'm going to kill them all. Yeah, yell all you want. Oh, there's a whole grip of them back here. Oops. The only bad thing really about the quarter pull trigger is that it's easy to pull the trigger and not mean to. Because I do it all the time when I'm like just shifting the controller around in my hand. Get up. Right in the knee. You got that right. My boss told me that same thing today. I'm just kidding. My boss is a pastor. He did not say that. He probably thought it. Oof, they almost caught me on fire just then. Where are you? There you are. Come on back. You know what? We're gonna knife kill this guy just because. Boom! Now watch. Are you watching? Shwink! That's hardcore. I mean, it's gross and mean. And never something I do in real life. I mean, none of this is. Like, I'm gonna go around shooting people. Hawk, you're making the right decision. You're making the right decision. Alright. Where's this guy?
You damn idiot.
You got that right. Let me get my gun in my hand so I can go and kick the crap out of him. Oh, no, don't untie him. And it untied him. I was trying to kick him. The problem is the button for melee and the button for untie is the same. There we go. Put the boots to a medium style. Let's get my horse back in here. Take him on in to the Valentine Sheriff's office. 10 feet away. Sheriff couldn't be bothered to do this. I mean, that'd be a lot of work. Like when the guy from Rhodes always says, I was just going out there to get this one myself. He's a liar. Alright, let's take this guy in. Well, here it is, 9:24. I should probably call it. Gotta get ready to record the Sith list. So, well guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry nothing more exciting than this happened, but at least it was a good time. I hope you've missed me. I've missed you dearly. So, have a good one. See you guys.